What is up, everybody? Um, Welcome to the opening night of Barbie and Oppenheimer. That's crazy. But you know what? I think, in lieu of the strike, I didn't know what the Barbie movie was gonna try to be. Like, were they gonna take themselves seriously? And it's like, they didn't. They didn't, like... And so apparently Ryan Gosling went so method with Ken, he has the IQ of a Ken doll now. Like, he's so just, it's like Jared Leto Joker, but not cringe. And like, legitimately like, cool, well, he became Ken. He rambles about nothing. He doesn't make any sense. He's a Barbie simp, and it's like but you know what? That's the mark of a good movie. If he did such a good job as Ken that... Okay, so the funniest... I'm gonna have to go to that next, because anytime I drink water on stream, that's all I can think about. It's fucking Marco Rubio and his cotton mouth on live TV. You could see him, like, his face dehydrating right before you. Like, he was just drying out like a raisin. He was like, that bottle of water was like, Marco, I'm so wet and refreshing, and don't you really want to take a nice drink right now? Well, oops, no. New tab. Yeah, Marco Rubio drink. Water. 10 years ago. Okay, so he's doing a speech, right? And I forget the context. Like, I don't even remember the context of it. But anyway. Yeah, alright. Gee, based on the timeline, I wonder where the drink of water is. I wonder what's going on, Marco. Why are you leaning that way? That's really why? Wait, what? You're on national TV, dog. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yes, the camera's still there. Oh, and don't forget to point the label at the camera. What is it? Deer Park, right? the licks. His th sound and v sound and f sound must have been a struggle. Oh man. America needs to be the strongest nation. Like, god damn, yo. Get it together, dude. But then again, if it's like a mild attack of like stage fright, or like just, you know, random onset what is it? Adult onset anxiety, where it's just a random spaz attack. Like, I get it, man. But you know what I as a I play one on the internet. I have an honorary law degree from, I don't know, some art college. Anyway. Well, that's a great question to ask, and truly I value a country where questions can be asked so freely as that one that you just asked. Let's just break down, what is a question? If we're not willing to question our government, how will we know the truth? How will we hold them accountable? Anyway, thanks for your question. And next person. It's like, you said nothing. But so this guy has to be, I don't know if he even had a lawyer, because
that's why I wrote a song. Hello there, Your Honor. I wanna say I'm sorry for the things I've done, and I try and be stronger in this life I chose. But I want you to know that door I closed. In Your Honor, I'm sorry, 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 sorry. To my mother, I'm sorry, 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 sorry. To the victim, I'm sorry, 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 sorry.
Look at are these people like literally under some kind of mind control or are we watching, is he a ghost? Like, cuz these people if I heard this, I would definitely like she's the only one paying attention. Everybody else is just trying to tune it out.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm sorry, 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 sorry.
Are these people what are these people, soulless? They can't hear this man pouring his heart out to the judge and to the victim and to his mother and to the court. I'm sorry. Like, you know what? I've heard all I need to hear. Double sentence. Like, get the hell out of here. I forget what he did. Oh yeah, unlawful imprisonment and carrying a concealed weapon. I think I remember this. I've watched it before and I dug into the story a little bit more because I remember when that was around and I was like, what is this from? Like, how is this happening within the legal system in the United States? Like, we're supposed to have a very sophisticated, you know, a system that, you know, when held to a certain degree is, you know, pretty trustworthy and effective. And it's like, I'm not 100% sure on that anymore. It is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know. It, to me, like, you know, it's such a clear-cut case, and he wants to, you know, he literally thought that was his only defense, was just to say I'm sorry. Like, sorry ain't gonna cut it, man. You did some messed up stuff, and you gotta be held accountable for it. All right, so the music is a little loud. Stop overpowering the star of the show, please. Stop trying to play me off. Oh boy, starting off with the birds. No. I was talking, like, I had no idea because I don't watch regular TV, and so like the news stories that are happening, if it's not something that's, you know, passed around on social media casually, not even in a news feed, but in like a, you know, kind of more of a viral, you know, kind of a viral process where it's just a viral video or it's a viral story. But like the girl that went missing for like 49 hours and then just started banging on her own door, like to be let back in. Like, ooh, nice. I love that I found out that little healing explosion goes for everybody, not just the end. Oh God, ow. Oh no. There it is. Oh God. But yeah, she happened to go missing, and then her story's not verifiable, and then all they did was just check her Google account and go through her search history, and it was like she basically just, I love when people Google the crimes that they're about to commit. That is the funniest that's the funniest thing I've ever heard, because it's like, what are you doing? Are you serious right now? So unless you're on the dark web, like looking this stuff up for really nefarious reasons. If you're just a bumbling idiot, and it's like, okay, well, figure out what it is that you were, what was the point? Because wasting police resources and committing like fraudulently like reporting crimes, they usually have pretty stiff consequences for that. Because it's just that. It's wasting those resources and possibly defrauding people. Because I love the people who are like, I've kidnapped so-and-so. Give me $30,000 and pay it, blah, 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 or you'll never see them again. And it's like, they can't... Like, you could, theoretically, if you planned it out, but generally you would have to get other people involved. And that's where those kinds of, conspiracies fall apart. Because, I don't know, as humans, we have a hard time. Talk about a hard time. But we have a hard time keeping our mouth shut. It is who we are. We're a social creature. And even if it's not, like, I don't know. Yeah, just even if you don't mean to, I don't know, basically want to disrupt the planning or the, whatever, the conspiring. Even if you don't do it on purpose, we're also really dumb, and people get caught, like, so they unwittingly give away information to people, or they don't, use code, or, go do the proper things, and suddenly the plan is compromised. That's why, like, even Julius Caesar, even that conspiracy, it was compromised. Like, there were people who knew what was going to go down that day, and they told him, and he just didn't believe them, but it was compromised. Now, luckily for them, history worked out that way, but still. I just think it's hilarious. Like, because I heard about it from a friend of mine, and I'm like, wait, what? I've never heard of this case. She's like, oh my god, it's everywhere. So I look it up, and I'm like, holy shit, why isn't this everywhere? Because this is hilarious. She came up with some wild story, and it was like attempted human trafficking and all kinds of, like, she was put in like a semi-trailer, and she heard like a baby crying. So it's all these little like weird details, and then she just shows up and she's like, yeah, I escaped. I'm wondering if somebody happened to find out that she was doing that. I don't know. Where's my drone? I need your help. Oh no, this could go very wrong. Oh. Yep, it's starting to go wrong. Oh, come on, man. Nope, time to run. There it goes. Come on, we can do this. Just get back on that horse. Somebody just asked me, they were like, oh, so the World Cup is on and the women are playing, the U.S. women's team is playing Vietnam. And they were like, yeah, and it looks like they're playing dirty. They're like, do you think they're so salty about the war? And I'm like, well, yeah, we have kind of a delicate history with Vietnam, but Um, yeah, I don't know. But then again, women's soccer, they are that's like prison style soccer. They hurt each other. It's rough. And like that's why a lot of people, especially in the United States, don't like soccer, especially men's soccer. It's promoted as like a man's sport and something that's universally popular, but yet watching it, I understand why people find it boring. It is a lot of it's not exciting. There's a lot of fake penalties and drama on the field, and it's not, I don't know, I don't find it very engaging. And yeah, it tends to just drag out. Like it's, yeah, I'm gonna go with the guillotine. I love the memes where it's like nowadays people are like embracing Marxism, but like it was kind of done as like ironically as like, oh haha, capitalism sucks, because it does have its flaws. Like it's on a it's a runaway course where religions can the allure of money is it's a weird thing with humans, because it's like a made-up concept. It's a way to quantify how humans interact with nature. So it's like, well, how much stuff do you own? Is it resources? Is it means of production? Which is still, it's all it's just a weird concept that it was like, okay, instead of trading and kind of having a mutual kind of a cooperative system, it's more about cornering certain areas of what other people determine as valuable. But a lot of the times it's like you can get it from your skills. Like there's that too, which is, I think that's fair. People who get educated should get more money. But it's just weird that people, once they have it, they're like, well, I want more and more and more and more, and they take less. There's less to go around, and it's like, well, okay, well, all right, well, that's fine. It's like, but at what point do you say, hey, maybe kind of chill, leave some for the rest of us? Like, 'cause it's like when you're at a poker table, right? And you start to edge people out, and you're able to kind of, it's down to like 3 or 4 people, and then you whittle those people down, and it's like eventually, well, a lot of the times what happens is there's one person who has won so much that he can essentially force people to lose more money. Like when you go in on a hand, he can match any of your bets and make you go all in because you can't stay in. He can buy you out constantly. It's like, okay, well, where's the that's, I mean, yeah, I don't know, this is just a hard concept to figure out. Like, but I just love that people are starting to, like, it's no longer just ironic and funny. Like, people are like, okay, yeah, no, this is legit. We need to like redistribute things, and it's freaking a lot of people out. And it's like, well, no, they're not going to take anything from you. They're just going to kind of maybe slow down what you can, take from the rest of us, like housing. The fact that there's like people that just own properties, and I don't know, that's so weird. Just owning so many properties, why? But it's just funny that the guillotine, like, bring back, if you want to talk about the good old days, and it's like, well, why don't we talk about these good old days when revolution was in the air? They just scare people. That's why I think it's hilarious that people are so easily manipulated, like, to just hate other people. Oh God. Oh. Oh. I need to get the heal after a delay. Or no, I get the slug. Spore, I mean. Getting decent items so far. Your Honor, I'm sorry. To the victim, I can't believe something in his brain was like, okay, but what if? You know? Like, I would not think to try something like that. I know there are people who do that. They just apologize and they're like, please just give me a chance. Like, that's their only argument in court. Yeah, I know I did this thing, but please, I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Just give me another chance. I don't know, man. For maybe, you know, imprisoning a guy because it was a robbery gone bad, and you like you were trying to force the guy to go to the ATM. That's kind of messed up, man. Where are they? Oh God. Need a few more items, then we can start the next one. Yeah, I love that some people are going real meta with the Oppenheimer movie, and when they go to their viewing, like there's a bunch of people who just get seats in the front row just so they can be closer to the nuclear blast. Like, I don't know. I don't know what order I want to watch those in. Thinking Oppenheimer first and then Barbie. Oh yeah, so the title of the stream. Can we give a big shout out to Chuck E. Cheese? You know, the rat lives. That's crazy. Child Casino survives. They worked their way out on chapter 11. Good for them. They're one of the few that did it. Like, good God, it's depressing to see the list of companies that have gone out of it. But then again, I mean, we created a system where that can happen. And it's like, okay, well, this is what you guys wanted. You know, everybody who simps for like billionaires and like capitalism and shit, and it's like, well, stop. You don't get to have an argument against inflation or supply chain issues or, you know, prices and like your money not going as far as it used to. It's like, no, this is what you wanted. It's exactly what you wanted. It's hilarious. It's like you wanted a system where the big fish can just swallow everything but the next biggest fish. Like, the only thing they can't do is be the only fish in that ocean. That's... how is that... Because, you know, it used to be like competition would breed innovation, and it would breed... It always worked out for the consumer. We had tons of choices. You had Kmart, Walmart, Sears. You know, you had... Now you have special, like, stores that just, you know, you have essentially Walmart and Target. And then you have like Home Depot and Lowe's. You have Ace and like True Value. You have like a few options in each sector, and it's like, well, thanks a lot. I kind of liked having just a variety of stores and them kind of specializing in certain products or something. They were able to like be more competitive that way and like try to, you know, innovate. Now it's just, it's real cold and by the book. It's like, I mean, well, no shit, but there's no like imagination or like creativity or kind of like passion. Oh God, I hate these guys. Surprise! Oh shit. I just love that Chuck E. Cheese. It's just, their business model is so unapologetic. It's just like, come here, blow your money on temporary entertainment. You know, we have the creepiest mascot alive. Mmm. Eat it. Eat it. Oh, oh, oh. Oh! I killed me. Stupid shadows. Isn't it great, the world we live in, where Chuck E. Cheese has... We might be in the dark timeline, but apparently Chuck E. Cheese exists in all of them. Oh god. Oh god, this is bad. Whew. I mean, I wanted this apparently because I opened that shrine, but... Oh, come on. Oh. Yes! Finally. No. These things. Ugh. Ow. Oh, God. God, those rats hurt so bad. It's because I was talking shit about Chuck. Oh, God. Oh, I didn't even hear these guys sneaking up on me. Oh. 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 Yeah. They have such a long range. Oh. Stop it. Oh, just give me a minute, please. Anytime I drink my water, I'm gonna do it like goblet style, like Marco Rubio. I mean Marco Rubio, not Margot. It's because I got Barbie on the brain. I mean, if anybody was gonna play Barbie, it had to be her, right? I remember seeing promotional photos. Barbie promo photo poster? Poister. Because it had like Ken doing like, it was a still from the trailer because he was doing like this with his like his friends, his posse. What the hell is it? mean, Ryan Gosling did a good job as Ken, but it was so uncanny seeing them dressed up as, and like that's what they were trying to portray. So like their makeup, they look very artificial. It's wild. I just love that people have made the joke that out of the two films, which one gives you a greater existential dread and like and it's just more unsettling. Like, they're like, yeah, I think I'm gonna see Oppenheimer or Barbie first and then finish up with, you know, something positive and uplifting like Oppenheimer. Whee! Which is nuts because if he was alive today, do you think he would like be cool with a biopic of him? Like, and they really harp on that project. So like his entire life is boiled down to that. It's like, that's kind of sucks. But like, how bad is it? How bad is what you've done, you know, in the free world, that you decide, you know what, fuck it, North Korea is the safest place for me? Like, what the hell? That's insane. How many stacks am I at? 17? Alright, because it's 10% extra damage on my lights out. Still no items? Are you kidding me? We're 5 minutes in. Oh shit. Oh man. Hey, you leave them alone. Wait, go back to them. Ugh. Still nothing. Are you serious? I've even popped 2 shrines to try and get more enemies out on the field. I think it's hilarious that Popeyes hasn't gone out of business yet. I mean, they pretty much caused civil unrest like 2 years ago. Like, what the fuck, man? That stupid sandwich. You had people out there. It was like Black Friday every day, because people were just bum rushing Popeyes for that stupid sandwich. And number one, and number two, fucking, I don't even know what I was gonna say for number one. Okay, number one, it's Popeye's chicken. Number two, how the fuck were they always out of chicken? Vastly underestimating the fervor of the free market and like how badly people love fried chicken sandwiches. Like, I remember when KFC came out with the Kentucky like the grilled chicken, and they really tried to push it, so they were running out of the fried chicken and trying to substitute the grilled chicken, and people were like assaulting the employees. They were basically getting the same treatment as the McDonald's. Like those customers who would basically, because you're like, I'm sorry, we stopped serving breakfast at 10:30. It's like you punched their mother in the face. Like that was the fucking response that you got. you ran over their dog, and suddenly they were trying to come in the window like a zombie out of like a room, like 28 Days Later and shit. Like trying to rip the window off its fucking track, like like tearing into the side of the building, the stucco and the sheetrock. Like they were, yeah, it was insane. That's why I say, like, what are they putting in fast food? Is it crack? Is it heroin? What are you doing to these people? Like everybody gets the itis, but it's no longer just, oh, I ate a lot of food and it was delicious and now it makes me feel like, you know, I'm made of frying oil. It was, okay, well, now I was high off the food because of the dopamine rush, and now I've come down and I feel miserable, and the only thing that's going to cure my illness is my goddamn sausage McGriddle. Now fucking give me my breakfast. I'm sorry, we stopped serving it. Cool, well, I'm going to burn this restaurant to the ground because you're denying me. I need my fix. It's insane. It's like watching those videos of like a cow in the middle of a field. You just see a lightning bolt come down into the couch. It's like, why is that funny? It's just this isolated thing where God's like, you know what? It's your time. Like he just reaches down personally and fucking just takes you. Oh man. He doesn't even send the angel of death. He just does it himself. He's like, I can do this real quick. It's more of an outpatient thing. Oh man, that's a bad spot for this little turret because it's such a tight area. Those bombs are gonna, if it kills anything near it, anytime those bombs come out, it's game over. Oh man. All right, so there's this clip from People's Court that lives rent free in my head now, and it is one of the greatest clips I have ever seen. Like, so yeah. Looking at the timeline, what do we got here? Okay, this is the peak essentially.
Just repair.
Grow out.
Yeah, I have him to help repair it.
Okay, well, good luck to you. Sorry.
Badly damaged.
What was it like sitting in the chair for 14 hours? Getting your hair done?
Tiresome. Would have left, but she lied, and I should have known better when I seen her hair.
Okay. This is the lady. She said,
Okay, well, good luck to you. Sorry.
I should have known when I seen her hair.
Ms. Reese, I gotta feel you were.
So I think she told her she could do her hair. Plaintiff hired the defendant to put dreadlocks in her hair. She said the defendant did a bad job and used glue in her hair, so she hired someone else and ended up losing half of her hair. She's suing for the cost of the dreadlocks and the cost to fix her hair. The defendant argues the plaintiff was happy with the dreadlocks. Holy shit. That's hilarious. She just said, she lied. I should have known when I seen her hair. It's just the hard cut to the... Somebody stitched it together and it was like, you can't, like, did they not see that's like, I can't imagine. She just says, yeah, I was in the chair for 14 hours and it was not enjoyable. Well, I mean, doing anything for 14 hours, like, I mean, there's a few activities I can think of off the top of my head that would be great to do for 14 hours. But that having dreadlocks twisted in, I'm good. I'm I'm not, I don't even have hair that can do that yet. Like if I grew mine out, but no, no thank you. Like it's a it's a good skill to know cuz it's not easy. So yeah. It's hilarious. It's such a good clip. So I love that somebody found it's probably the corporate headquarters. For Chuck E. Cheese, it's Charles Edward Cheese Entertainment. Or no, it's Charles Entertainment Cheese. And someone was just like, why'd they put his government name on there on the building? And it's true, it's like, wait, who are you telling his name to? And why? That's me. It's me. No. There he is. Come here. Oh. Oh, man. The one white item. Come on. We're like 11 minutes in. I'm hoping that it starts to equalize and like we just get a ton of items to start dropping now. Oh God! Oh Jesus! Just turn around and these guys are there. Come on, man. What's healing him? What's healing him? This is not good. Oh man. Yep. Oh. Oh, man. Alright, we can totally do this. Alright, I think I will take probably a quick break. Be right back. Yeah, be right back. Y'all want to see Melly try to leave the courtroom? That is one of the funniest clips I've ever seen. And what's crazy is he's on there for double murder. He knows he's so fucked. This case is insane. It's so nuts. And like, I love the Law and Crime Network. I love this network. Ever since Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, like I started following them, and their stuff is just gold. They're like the C-SPAN of courtrooms now. It's great. It's so good. Like, "11 days ago, day 12 so far." Yeah, and apparently the judge sent him off to deliberate. I don't know if they ever did. They? Yeah, that's crazy. It's just hilarious that you can see what he was doing. That's one of the funniest clips, man. He's just kind of slowly meandering over towards that door, and like he was probably looking at it like he was under hypnosis. Like, just like, through that door, my freedom. It's like, no, bro, like you. And the bailiffs just kind of came over, like, dumbass back over here, man. You know where you're supposed to go. That's what I say, man. Like, these defendants going up on the stand. So what was the other guy? What was the? Oh, was it Alex Murdaugh? Yes. He went on trial. Like, he went on the stand. Yeah, they're in South Carolina, and he decided to take the stand. Oh man, it's always risky, and generally if a prosecutor sees that, they put their defendant on the stand as like to testify. It's like it's never good, because if you had evidence to defend yourself, you had receipts, and this was a bogus case, and you were actually innocent, I wouldn't. You shouldn't need to. You shouldn't need to get up there. I mean, but that's tricky though. It's like, well, what if they're just attacking his character or whatever? Like, it's kind of when it's like cases of like sexual harassment in the workplace, and it's like when there's no other witnesses, it's like it's just based on testimony and credibility and stuff, and it's like those are hard cases. Like I said, Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, like that was a crazy trial. And throughout the whole thing, people forgot the point of the case. They completely forgot. And so that is number one. It shows how people can't think critically, and they can't. You can't really have a discussion with some people because for some reason, like, they're unable to change their mind, or believe evidence based on objectivity and things like that. Like, where Johnny Depp had evidence, Amber Heard had evidence, but it was the credibility of that evidence that was the question. It was like, okay, well, his is consistent, and it's third party, or he has more concrete evidence. Hers was very it was weak. I don't know if it was as concrete. Number two, also, she wasn't very likable. And her testimony, like when she got on the stand, oh man, that was the best part of the trial. Just watching her squirm and dig her heels in and stonewall and like, did you donate the money? I pledged it. No, did you donate it? Well, I pledged it. It's the same thing. No, it's not. Well, I consider them the same thing, so I use the terms interchangeably. It's like, well, but that doesn't make sense. They're two different words. They mean two different things. It's just, it was wild. And then the whole time, like, people are like taking sides and shit, and like, it was hilarious. But yeah, that Law and Crime Network. Now they're like it spawned a whole, like, a new channel of communication where it's now they are considered like the kind of experts, or they, they're the source for a lot of this stuff. They tend to get access to these cases and things like that. I don't know, I got into like watching interrogation footage. It's crazy watching people, like the Jim Can't Swim channel, like that was a whole, like it spawned a whole genre of videos where it was no God, come on, man. Why can't I get past it? I swear I'm not intoxicated. Just don't administer any field sobriety tests. Don't try to get me to start your car by giving it a blowjob. I think the wildest case and the wildest, like, the fact that there's a transcript out there that somebody sent to Justin Roiland, the guy from Rick and Morty, and he was doing like a table reading at the time, and he basically said, he was just like, I have to read this, and he read it, and they did like a little animation for it. It was like an extra, like a bonus feature or whatever, but he read it in Rick and Morty's voices. It's the most unhinged. That guy's crazy. That guy is out of his mind. What's his name? Denver Allen Fenton. Denver Allen. Yes, Denver Fenton Allen. All right, so this is the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Of course, no, they see that I have an ad blocker. State of Georgia versus Denver Fenton Allen. Is this one gonna screw me over? Oh, come on. No. Damn it, these news sources just, come on, man, just let me read it. All right, so State of Georgia versus Denver Fenton Allen. He pled guilty. He admitted to killing the person he was in a cell with. He then walked around the prison telling everyone about it. He was proud of bashing the person's head in. After pleading guilty, what did he do? What did Mr. Allen do? He was then sentenced to life in prison. That is not surprising, given that he represented himself. Judge later said sorry for taking part in the inappropriate exchange. He was clearly frustrated by how disrespectful Denver Allen was in his court. This shows that judges are human too. The hearing in the Rick and Morty clip wasn't the trial. It was a hearing that Mr. Allen had requested. He wanted to get out of jail because he had said it was self-defense. It was later admitted that he had killed his jailmate in his sleep, and therefore the killing was not self-defense. It was found out that he has schizophrenia. Yeah, and you can tell. Had the ability to understand the charges, therefore he could go to trial and could be found criminally guilty instead of being sent to a mental institution, which I've heard is worse than spending life in prison, because you're in a mental institution for life as well. Like, it's essentially a life sentence. They would, because you would have to either keep up the illusion of being crazy and they're going to try and treat you, or two, you show that it's a no-win situation. That's why it's set up the way it is. Yeah, it was such a great video. We'll just do a little teaser.
Okay, okay, Mr. Allen.
Right.
I believe that your case was going to trial not this Monday, but the following Monday. Do you understand that?
Yes,
Okay, I tell you, if you need to tell me something, I'll let you come up here to the podium so you can speak into the microphone and I can hear you.
Yes, the attorney here, I'm wanting to fire him.
Uh-huh.
And, I don't feel like he's doing any...
Who are you going to hire?
I'm not going to hire nobody. I'm going to try to get a different public defender.
Okay, yeah, so this guy, and like he's another one. And then there was that Darrell Brooks, the parade shooter. He fucking represented himself, and it was like, dude, it takes a special kind of somebody to decide without any legal, because like Ted Bundy did that shit. His trial didn't go well either. Like, yeah, he did not do well in his representing himself. Like Ted Bundy court footage. Oh yeah, this is great. Take stand, losing his temper. Yeah.
I'm leaving court. No, you're not. I'm leaving my presence. You're with me. Dan's Bunny, Griffin, Dan's Bunny. Dad, you're not with me. Come on. Dan's Bunny. I'm not going to be in this room when the jury walks in. I'm not going through this. And you knew that, Your Honor. Sit down. You know how far you can push me. You want to make a circus? You've got a circus, and you'll have a whole ring on your parade, Jack. You'll see a thunderstorm. This will not be the path that'll drown you in the rain.
Nothing. I can think of no better way to show that you are a calm, rational person who's not capable of killing anybody. Smollett. No, it's the court. This one. Okay, yeah. So Jussie Smollett's dumbass. This is one of the greatest clips ever. All right, so yeah, here. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Okay. So Jussie Smollett fakes his own attack and like claims that he was like assaulted by some MAGA dudes. Because when was this? It was a year ago. 150 days for lying to Chicago police. Yeah.
Are there any post-sentencing motions you care to present? Court is adjourned.
I am not suicidal. I am not suicidal, and I am innocent. I could have said that I was guilty a long time ago.
You gotta love a guy, right? Who does what he did poorly. Like hired two dudes that he knew to like pretend to assault him when he said he was out at 2:30 going to like Subway in Chicago. You know, when I think of white guys going on a rampage, attacking minorities and spreading that rhetoric, I think of Chicago. I think that's where they're gonna go. That's where they're gonna show that, yeah, you're don't mess with my neighborhood. Like it doesn't make any sense. And it was weird because he obviously has issues, because he was on a pretty popular show, but not one that like MAGA dudes would yay. But not one that like MAGA dudes would have been like, oh, Like Dave Chappelle did a bit about it, and it was like, yeah, they're not. Well, I wonder how long that was. Jesus. Anyway, what I was talking about is relaxing our sphincters, and this guy's the greatest DJ ever.
Try to relax your anus.
Her face is too good. That is it's the best reaction ever. Cause seriously, what? What song was that? Why would you need to? It's just bizarre. And oh, damn it, I didn't get the follow-up. Let's see if I can find it.
Your shoulders.
he went a little too hard. He tried to dial it back, but it was just so jarring. Everybody got whiplash from that. Is there an item up in the trees? But I like how it was just trying to relax your anus. Just try. I mean, I'm not really in the mood, man. Stop trying to coax me. Oh man, healing thing's way over here. There's not one over there. Come on. Okay, so everything about this run is okay except the layout of the first map. Yeah, we'll go with the missile. Whoa. I still think one of my favorite clips of all time is the people reacting to the drinking and driving laws. That's like the greatest thing ever. The one guy, he's like, you know, I just think it's bullshit, man. You know, fellow can't work 10, 12 hours a day and then, you know, pound 2 beers on the way home. Like, you know, what kind of country is this? We used to be a proper nation. Like, maybe because I don't like people like you who work long fucking days and need alcohol in their system so badly that on the way home you just need to shotgun 2 beers just to take the edge off on your commute home. Maybe we're not the problem. Have you ever thought of that? Like, clearly it's like, this is bullshit. It's everybody else's problem. I should be able to drink. It's like, well, okay, you think that, but clearly you don't have the best judgment, so I don't really feel safe with you deciding that you're safe behind the wheel. Kind of makes me a little nervous. All right, so we're at 28 stacks. Oh, hello. 29. Oh, man. Oh, you stop already. Ugh, still can't get him with a point-blank shot from the front. I probably could from the back. Yeah. Oh, no. Don't die. Oh, man. Oh. Alright, there's my shades. There's 2 of them. What should I do? Go with another brooch. Alright, let's see if we can get the drop on them. Ooh, hey. I hate the doorways. They suck. All right, we'll go with the ukulele. Which again, I think it's hilarious that as a as an online platform, YouTube has kind of it's stuck around through, you know, the Vine era, and then ooh, what's up? See him kinda. All right, they're coming. You bastard. Oh, ouch. Oh, that's it. That's it. I don't want any more. It's a prank. It's a prank. But yeah, like, the fact that YouTube has stuck around and seen people come and go, and apology videos that get every single time we push that bar lower and lower and lower. It's about as deep as that submarine was when it fucking... Oh, what a shocker. It couldn't survive. It couldn't survive those incredible pressures, because it was like a used car going on a road trip. I mean, that was rough. He's like, you know, I trust it. I trust this baby. I was like, okay, well, you keep trusting it. The rest of us, you know, would rather survive, especially if I'm paying $250K. It's a lot of money to just hope for the best with a Logitech controller. The memes, they don't stop. It's so good. I think one of my other favorite video genres is Big Bang Theory with the and Friends with the laugh tracks removed. I don't know why. I love those videos so much. Because I remember when Big Bang Theory came out, and I kind of wanted to check it out, and I gave it a fair chance. I think I watched it. I tried to appreciate the kind of nerd humor and stuff, because, you know, I like anime, I like video games, I play World of Warcraft, you know, I'm going back to school, you know, I'm really in nerdy type classes. Like there's a lot of calculus and physics and, you know, typical nerd stuff. But a lot of it was very, the joke was like they would make a reference and that's the joke. Like there was no, it wasn't witty, it was just them commenting on like the scenario and basically just kind of stating what was happening, I guess. It wasn't, I mean, but it found a following because it was people who may not be part of that world, but like it gave them kind of a way to feel like they were part of it. Because that was around the time where, because when did Big Bang Theory, when did that come out? Big Bang Theory. When did it start? Yeah. Wow. So 2007 to 2019, 12 seasons, 279 episodes. That's a lot. That is a lot of stuff. And like I feel like 2007 was the last, was that the last strike? So it was, and they kept picking up the show for like small little, like they would only pick it up for a few seasons at a time. And like, I mean, it obviously found an audience because there are people who legitimately like it because like, okay, maybe the characters may kind of resonate with them or the comedy is kind of stuff that they're interested in. It was like, yeah, but I'd never found it, and the laugh track was very obnoxious. That was like a big complaint of a lot of people who didn't like the show. It's like they were spoon feeding you and being like, they were like cattle prodding you or like tickling you every time there was a joke. So they were forcing a laugh, and it was like, okay, if you have to do that, then I don't think the show really does all that. You know, it shouldn't need that. I mean, it's hard to say because there's a lot of good shows that had you know, had a live audience, but still. God, that rat did not want to get shot. Ow! Ooh. Wow. I swear I could do this. Yeah, those videos are great because it's like awkward pauses. But I mean, you could do that with any show that had a laugh track, I guess. But with that show, because it's fun to hate on, it's so funny. It's just, to me, the funniest edits are. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Does he have timestamps for this? As the VR, no. I want to find where Quake Champions was announced. And the studio's totally quiet. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Yes. Okay. This is one of my favorite videos of all time. There we go. Okay. So it's an E3 press conference, and I used to love Quake. I mean, I still do. I was gonna go to QuakeCon this year, but things came up. But you know, Quake is an older style of game. It's a twitchy first-person shooter, and it's hard to compete with things like Fortnite and Call of Duty and all these other games that kind of appeal to more of a modern audience. Well,
We do have that. And today, I'm really excited to announce that boot is back.
Quake Champions is a competitive, arena-style, first-person shooter for the PC, designed for players of all skill levels.
Is it going to be a tradition?
no, damn it. Was that the one? No, there was a video where he announces it, and it's dead fucking quiet. Oh yeah, this is one of the greatest.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe, yeah.
Lock.
Okay, here we
Every
go.
game that is being released right now, it's something that has been forgotten.
So I
talking about being like 60 frames a second. So it's like a lot of the consoles can't handle 60 frame per second gameplay, so they bring it down to 30, which is more of what movies are, because technically your brain like Marco Rubio. I love that clip. So your brain can't generally move, you can't see more than 32 frames a second, so there's no need to really go any higher than that. However, when you're playing a video game, you are interacting with whatever you're doing, so you can feel the movement, and when there's that delay, it's different. Your brain, you know, it works differently because you're now feeling it, you're not just seeing it. So there's that, you need that tactile feedback to kind of give you that kind of sense of control and stuff, so you won't feel that frame rate loss. But playing games at 60 frames a second or higher it's better because you're able to react fast enough, you know, and just get that feedback. So you want the frame rate higher. That makes sense, right? Okay, listen to her hot take.
I don't really mind the frame rate too much. Like, it's 30 FPS.
Yeah.
I believe, yeah.
Lock.
I feel like it gives it kind of a more cinematic experience. I think Dark Souls 2 had 60 frames per second, and that kind of threw me off. Everything felt really like light and kind of
Like gamier, kind of.
yeah. Like, I like that Bloodborne and Dark Souls feel heavier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Really? You like that it feels heavier? How much did she get paid for that opinion? Who paid her? Because that makes no sense. Okay, I like that it gave it a more cinematic feel. Bitch, then go watch a movie. You're not... Because there's another clip where a guy's like, he's like, oh, I'm really looking forward to Death Stranding, because, you know, that's going to be a lot of cutscenes, because it's a very cinematic game. Okay, fine. It is supposed to be a game. But he literally says, it's like, because that's all I need, really. You know, it's like reading a good book. It's like, you know, if I just have great cutscenes and a good story, it's like, dude, then watch a movie. There's literally YouTube channels that take video game cutscenes, sew them together as like continuous movies, and I agree. Some of it can be really, really, you know, well done. Like God of War is very cinematic. It's also got amazing gameplay, incredible gameplay, award-winning gameplay. Like, it is one of the greatest games, you know, that's been released, and rightly so. Like, it's a good game, but because it's focused on game design, like, yes, they add that immersion and that kind of that additional layer of storytelling to get you like emotionally invested too. You know, that way it's not just a hack and slash game for the sake of the hack and slash. Like, there's actually a point to your actions, there's player insertion, like you feel like you're living through your character. Fine, you know, it's a better way to present the story, and you're trying to tell a story. Okay, fine, that's fair, but everything else has to be really well done too. Like, yeah, that's such a good take. I like that it feels heavy. Microsoft's like, we'll give you $500 if you tell people that you like it, you prefer it to be at 30 frames per second. You actually, that is your preference. Like, you know, 60 frames a second is great and all, but it felt really light. And it's like, what? And I kind of know what she means. Like, it didn't feel like it may have had the impact, but that's not the frame rate. That's the game itself. Like, if you're, I don't know, if that delay is noticeable and it's, I don't know, I don't understand. But anytime somebody says something like that, I'm always just like, who paid you to say that? Because you wouldn't come to that conclusion naturally. Like, that wouldn't be a choice. Nope. So, I don't know if anybody's ever seen it, but the image of somebody took, like, where a guy wore a t-shirt with Tiger Woods' DUI mugshot to, I think it was the Masters. I think he showed up and he was just right near the tee and, like, Tiger had to see it. That's such a great thing. That's funnier than, oh god, was it Blake Griffin and his girlfriend, and they showed a picture of, like, the ultrasound to show that he had, like, knocked up that girl. Like, that's some hardcore shit. Or the guy that went to the Kanye West concert and had a poster of Kim being, like, it was a thumbnail for her from her sex tape. I just love that Kanye is so miserable now. Like, he just turned into a different person. It's funny that he has to continuously, like, pretend like he's being ironic. Like, when he kind of talks about how great he is, he's just like, people are like, oh, that Kanye, just, you know, being his usual, like, bombastic self. And it's like, no, he's legitimately trying to get people to, you know, believe, you know, he has to be just batshit crazy. Because first, like, he had such a complicated relationship with Trump. Like, first they were, like, best friends, and then he's just like, fuck you, Trump, I'm running against you. I'll be president instead. And then that didn't work, and he was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna hang out at this, like, weird, restaurant with... Who the hell was he with? I think it was, like, Charlie Kirk and somebody else. And it was just, like, the meeting of the weirdos. It was, like... the worst podcast ever. Like, I would love to see a podcast where it's those kinds of guys who just try to out crazy each other. Like, nice. Come on. But yeah, the ukulele. Anyway, I lost my train of thought with that stupid one. So, like, YouTube's been around since what, 2008? And it has kind of, like, evolved as a platform. So now it's like the TikTok repository. Like, everything on TikTok just gets passed around to the other social media platforms. But it's hilarious that, like, apology videos are a thing. Because when a big YouTuber does something crazy or you know, tone deaf or illegal, or, you know, the best way to kind of tackle criticism is not to really change anything or to, you know, come forward with an apology before the fact. It's like you have to wait until someone really calls you out and has proof, and then you can do one of two things. You do an apology video where you apologize, and you either take a step back from YouTube or you show genuine change or whatever. Or 2, you do an apology video where you gaslight, you minimize, you justify, you pass the blame, you like dodge responsibility, you claim that it's a lie. It's so funny. It's so funny to watch people do it. But yeah, I think, and what's crazy is, I've showed it before, it was like, there should be a timeline of, it should be like a Hall of Fame and a Wall of Shame for YouTube apology videos. I think the Hall of Fame would literally have like, I don't know who's made an apology video that's been good. They've all been god awful. But like, the fact that this bitch has a music channel, which it's people started like noticing a pattern with musical YouTubers, like musical channels, where it seemed like there were, you know, there seems to be a lot of predators. It's really bizarre. And it's just, it's sad that, like, you know, oh god, those things are the worst. Actually, I don't know, it's a toss-up between them and some of the other monsters. Oh, not bad. Oof. Alright, we're at 33 stack. No, don't you dare. I need a will-o'-the-wisp really bad. Yeah, I'll take a couple whites. Said no basketball team ever. I love, there's a channel, I don't know where he is, but I think it's on Facebook. And he just has a video series. It's another satisfying racial moment. It shows a couple of black kids playing cornhole, and it shows a white guy crying. It's like a duet, and the other panel is a white guy crying. He's like, "It was our only sport. It was the last one we had." Like, because they're playing cornhole, and it's just solid throws and just not even landing on the board, just going right into the hole. And it's like, hey, you know, can I get him from here? Yeah. What's up? Yeah. It's not fair. I don't know if I want to read Britney Spears' book. Like, it would be interesting to know what she has to say, but I feel like I don't know how much we can really trust out of, you know, her version of, you know, how she tells the story. It's like, I don't know that I would be able to, like, I don't know if she'd be credible. Everything would have to be taken with a grain of salt. That's not verifiable. You know, I mean, if it's her opinions or whatever, fine. But even then, she had a conservatorship. Like, as an adult, like, even though her dad was shitty about it, but she seems like she needs it. Maybe by somebody who doesn't want to just, you know, treat her like she's, you know, a prize hen. Like, maybe stop trying to, you know, keep her working, maybe give her a chance to rest and kind of recuperate, give her resources to maybe, you know, evaluate what kind of drugs she's on, or, you know, whatever she needs. Get her the help. You have the money. But the idea is to help her become a better, not to just, you know, kind of pigeonhole her into what she was allowed to do and dictate her work schedule and all that stuff. That was messed up. But she clearly needs some kind of assistance. Like, there's something not right. And, you know, she had a breakdown. It's like, okay, well, is she back to, you know, is she no longer a threat to herself because of that, because of those setbacks? Like, I don't know, man. Her Instagram is fucking wild. All right, fuck it, let's go for it. Time to run. Time to run. Oh. Oh, not good. Time to run, time to run. Falling apart. It's like Tom Brady's marriage. Oh man, there we go. Not the most exciting fight, but hey, you know, it gets the job done. Quick, let me go goblin mode and drink my water. Yes! Oh man, this might be a good run after all. Who knows? Alright, we get that, and... Let me do this! No, stop! Need that other item. Which one is it? Which one is it? It's this one, I think. Yes. That was such a nice one. Oh man, that Jason Aldean song, that shit was great, man. I just love that, like, nothing's genuine. Nothing. And like, even Taylor Swift, who's supposed to be like this wholesome, like kind of all-American girl, even her, like her whole like identity is completely manufactured. It's hilarious. But yeah, that Jason Aldean song, that was, I had no idea what it was. Like, I don't like country, I don't listen to pop, you know, pop country is like really a hated genre because it's so watered down, and it's like the people, you know, the producers and the songwriters and the industry that's pushing it, they forget why country is a popular, like, what makes it popular with people who like country is it really comes down to the sound, the message, the, you know, the image that music portrays is, you know, a very rural kind of family, traditional kind of value, you know, type of message. And, you know, it tackles relationships that people who live in those kinds of areas might encounter, you know, relationships and, you know, hardships and family and death and life and love and all these things. It's like, okay, well, you know, but his, like, very clearly was like, okay, try that in a small town. It was like, all right, well, this is coming out of nowhere. Why is this the way it is? Oh, it's promoting violence. It's like, no, it's, you know, it's showing news, and it's like, I just think it's hilarious that they claim that it's all footage that's real and it's American, and it's stock footage. Like, they were so lazy about it. Oh, hey, what's up? Where's my other doppelganger? He's just waiting for me up there. I don't know if I want to tangle with him. Oh. Went down swinging. mean, that's what I would have done. Lucky for you, I know all my own moves. And I know how stupid I am. I hear those footsteps. Where is he? Surprise. Are you surprised? Surprised, Eddie? I wouldn't be more. What is it? If I woke up tomorrow with my head sewn to the carpet, I wouldn't be more surprised than I am right now. Hopped up on Mocha. One thing, I mean, I guess it makes sense though, but between every stage, the stacks of these things, it's the bonus to like my special ability, the pistol shot. So they reset the stacks after every stage, which is okay, fine. Otherwise, you would just have an astronomical number. Because if they just rolled over, like that would be insane. Stack it up, 150 times, and suddenly you're doing 1500% damage. Getting too many items though. I like how I'm just choosing my items just at random. Yeah, what's up? What I don't know what's been going on with Zac Efron. Like, how he went from like a decent looking dude, he looks like Lou Ferrigno, and he looks like Lou Ferrigno playing Lord Farquaad. Zac Efron. How old is he now? Images. Oh, is that what it is? So he's buffing up for a role? The Iron what? Because he's 3 years younger than me. So it's coming out this year. Oh, there it is. Well, let me just get the image. Here we go. There we go. Like, what in the hell? But why the hair? I don't understand. But he doesn't even look real. Like, he looks like he's made out of like Stretch Armstrong. He just looks like regular Armstrong. I don't know. It's just, hey, you know, actors gotta act. You know, they gotta get jobs. And, you know, sometimes job you sign up for is, hey, we need you to change your body type, and yeah, we want you to put on 60 pounds. Oh man. There's nothing up here, right? So we should pop the teleporter and get the hell out of here. But I kind of want to get some items so I can go to the shop and get some red items. Hey, there we go. Aw, man. Damn it. So you want it? Come get it. I wonder if that's going to be enough to get over there. Nope, time to run. Oh. I need some glasses. Feather to get over there. Hello? 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 one of me down. That could have gotten messy. This looks like a safe spot. Well, that's not very fun. They just die right away. And I need to get that blue altar. Come on, man. Give me a green item so I can get the feather. Don't think I can make it. We're getting a ton of these. Oh god. No, come on. No! Come on, get down here. What is he doing? Yes. Yes, green item. Finally. They don't want me to have it. So what was the deal with, like, I think it was South America? Was it South America? Hey, there we go. Alright, now let's get the hell out of here. Like the superhero, like, performers. But it's like, clearly, either A, it's legally distinct, like, spider superhero, or spider hero, or metal hero, like, but it was weird. Like, why were they twerking at kids' birthday parties? Like, who hired them? Time to dip. Oh, nice. Said I'll take the shortcut. God, stop it. It's not fun anymore. Oh, come on, finish him off. Yes. Well, they gave me a green item. Fine, whatever. Well, I think that's gonna do it. It's been real. It's been fun, but, you know. it's been real fun. So yeah, probably be around next week. Don't know. Probably talking about more random stuff, but I hope everybody has a good night. Take care. Make sure, stay safe, everything like that. Also, RFK 2024. We tried Trump. I don't think he's crazy enough. Let's go a little bit more. Let's go a little bit more in the paint. But yeah. Yeah, have a good night, and I will see you later.